Morning friends, we are discussing about the vision 5 daily question answer. Let's discuss the first question of today. First question is about the term sunrise industry that are very much in news and always been news that are related to which of the following sector of the economy. Let us see the option. In the first option they are given startup in the solar energy sector. It means that if we are investing in the solar energy sector, it can be called as a sunrise industry. Second option, industry which require very little capital. To mean that when we invested a very little capital, we can call it as the sunrise industry. In the third option, industry that are still at infancy but growing at a very rapid pace. In the future, it means that the future are bright of that industry. Number fourth, industry located at any location irrespective of resources or a transport. It means that it does not require the placement where the raw material can be found, and it means that it can be located anywhere. For example, BPO you can say. So I again repeat the question. In this question, the term sunrise industry is referred to number first option and second, third, fourth in front of you. Let's discuss the second question. Second question is related to the monsoon in India, retreating monsoon in India. In the first statement they are giving, unlike the sudden burst of monsoon, you are very that are in news many times. So the retreat of the monsoon is gradual phenomena. It means that sudden burst of monsoon has a very sudden phenomena, but the retreat of the monsoon is a gradual phenomenon. The second statement they are saying that the diurnal range of the temperature, it means the diurnal range, it means that the day temperature and the night temperature has the range is much more higher in case of the retreating monsoon. Number third, this is the season of the most severe tropical cyclone. It means that when the retreating monsoon are occurred, the tropical cyclone has much more intensity or much more severe as compared to anything. And you are given the option here: first, second, third, first and third, first, second, third. Next question is related to the president rule. President rule are given in the article 356, and in which of the following are not correct. Number first statement is given, the term president rule is not mentioned in the Indian constitution. It means the president rule are not mentioned in the Indian constitution. Number second, president rule can be extended till 3 years. Is it possible? See, the maximum duration of the president rule is 1 year, but in unfortunate circumstances that can be extended to 3 years. But here in this statement they are telling that can be extended till 3 years. 3 years the maximum time period. But if the 3 year is passed and the situation are not in control, then what had happened? So it is extendable. So the question are asking, and it is asking not a correct. So option in front of you. Let us see the next question. Next question is related to the Maratha rule in the mid 18th century. Consider the following statement regarding the office of the Peshwa. Number first, Peshwa was the de facto ruler of the state. Is it? Number second, the office of the Peshwa was hereditary in nature. Number third, the Peshwa power at the head of the administration were stripped off after the death of King Shahu. It means that the power of the Peshwa is less. Power as the head of administration was stripped up after the King Shahu. It means that after this phenomena occurred, after this phenomena of the death of the Shahu is occurred, the Peshwa of power are reduced or the eliminate completely or stripped off. So option in front of you are these. Let's discuss the next question. Next question, if you are talking about which among the following happened during the term of Lord Irwin. It is given in the appendix part of the modern history by Rajiv Ahir. So that in the last they are giving the working of the main important or the all of the, I think so, all of the Governor General Viceroy that they are done. So you can find this thing in that book. Let's see the Lord Irwin, what they had done. Number first, the assassination of a Sondra. Number second, 11-point ultimatum for Viceroy by Mahatma Gandhi. In that point of time he is there. Number third, the Pauli declaration is related to the Lord Irwin. So option are in front of you. Let's discuss the next question or the answer of this thing. The term sunrise industry refer to, it is the industry that are still at infancy but growing at a very rapid pace, means that they have a brighter future. So C option are correct. Let's see the explanation. Sunrise industry refers to a sector or a business that is in infancy but is growing at a very rapid pace. A sunrise industry is typically categorized by high growth rate, numerous startups are coming up, and abundance of a venture capital funding. It means that the other investors also be taking care of these things, and the incentive is given to the startup maker. It often involves high degree of innovation, hence C is correct in this question. Number second, if we are talking about the retreat monsoon, so here answer is correct first, second, third. The third तीनों की तीनों statement सही है. Unlike the sudden burst of the monsoon, the retreat of the monsoon is gradual. Yes, or that is right. I think it is take 15 or 1 month to completely retreat from the Indian subcontinent. Number second option, the diurnal range of temperature is quite pronounced. Yes, that also be true. Number third, this is the season of the most severe tropical cyclone we can see in the Bay of Bengal. Yes, that also correct. Let's see the explanation that are given by Wazen itself. Seasons of the retreating monsoon, the month of October and November are known for the retreating monsoon. Unlike the sudden burst of monsoon, the retreat of the monsoon is gradual and take a time of 2 or 3 minutes. Sorry, I gave it to 15 days or 1 month, but it takes so much time that it take 2 or 3 months. The retreating southwest monsoon season is remarked by a clear sky and rising temperature. The land is still moist owing to the condition of high temperature and humidity. The weather become rather oppressive. This is commonly known as October heat. It means the लू वगैरह भी चलने स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं in the eastern coast of the Indian subcontinent. However, night are cool and therefore the diurnal range, you can see the month here, October heat. Yes, जो winter वो start हो जाती है, the onset of the winter. This is the season of the most severe tropical cyclone originating in the season. It is why? It is because of the diurnal range is so much so high that it is the favorite condition to make the severe cyclone. Yes, lessest number, but yes, the severity is much more higher here, and it hit the coast of the Odisha and Andhra Pradesh, and that they are more prominent in that area, or the big state you can say. Let's see the next question. Next question is about the president rule. Which of the following are not correct and not correct? तो neither one, neither two. दोनों की दोनों I think ठीक है. And let's see the explanation. An emergency due to failure of the constitution machinery in the state, Article 356 is popularly known as the president rule. It is also known by two other names also, state emergency or constitution emergency. However, the constitution does not use the word emergency for the situation. It means it is given president rule as such. Emergency is not used in case of the president rule. Emergency is used only in the case of the financial emergency and the national emergency when the as per Article 252 and as per Article 352. If I am correctly recalled, and 360 for the financial emergency. Let's see. Article 356 is dubbed as one of the most controversial article in the because it used so much sort of time. And as per Bhimrao Ambedkar sir ने ये कहा था कि it should be used as at last resort, but it is the the first resort बनाई है. Which provide for president in any state. This provision is to applied when a situation has arisen in which a government of the state cannot be carried out in accordance with the provision of the constitution. Number first thing, या फिर it cannot handle the situation themselves. So in that case also the state emergency can be levied. According to Article 356, if the president on receipt of the report from the governor of the state or otherwise is satisfied that the situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried out in as per the accordance of the constitution. So that is the whole thing. You can read it from there. That is so much high sounded word, but nothing is done there. Next question, if we are talking about the Peshwa, power of the Peshwa, let's see the answer here. First and second are correct. In which Peshwa was the de facto ruler of the state. Yes, after 1712, Bajirao, if you are seeing that movie, I think 1720 and 1712 are most important year for the Marathas ruler. Why? It is because the Bajirao first, who usurped the power from the ruler because the ruler is not handled the case properly, and in Bajirao Mastani in 1720 it take much more power there. I think so. I am correctly recalled the year 1720. Next, the office of Peshwa was hereditary nature. Yes, because of 2 or 3 rulers तो completely hereditary था. And number third, the Peshwa power or head of administration was stripped. नहीं, that is not the case with the Peshwa power. And let's see the explanation of the thing. The power of the Peshwa as the head of administration was a newly acquired power after the death of the King Shahu. It means that it is the last person who has a real authority or the de facto ruler. Next, the second statement is correct because the office of the Peshwa was hereditary. All the occupations of the office were in the merely by the virtue of their birth. By the king of the 1749, the office of the Peshwa came to be known as the de facto ruler of the state. So it is after the 1749, but it started in 1712. Next question is about the what happened during the case of the Lord Irwin. Lord Irwin, if you are talking about the तीनों की तीनों statement यहाँ पे ठीक है. Deepavali declaration, assassination of a son, I think 1740 that are occurred. 11-point declaration for the viceroy of Mahatma Gandhi, Lord Irwin, I think 1932, and the Deepavali declaration in 1939. Let's see the things here. Okay, if we are talking about the Lord Irwin movement, so it started the duration in 1926 and 1931. Major event that occurred. Number first, the visit of the Simon Commission in 1928 and the boycott of the commission by the Indians. Number second, all party conference for the making of the Nehru report, in which we wanted ourselves as our constitution for the by self. It means that we wanted to make ourselves our constitution. Number third is the murder of the soldier, the assistant superintendent of police, who are important role play in the death of the Lala Lajpat Rai, I think in 1920. Then the bomb blast in the assembly of the whole of Delhi 1929, and the Lahore conspiracy case. At that point of time, these activity or the revolutionary activity, or even in history book it said that the terrorist revolutionary that would also occurred. Dandi March 1930s by the Mahatma Gandhi to launch the civil disobedience movement. Deepavali declaration, I think in 1929, I said 1939, I'm really sorry for that. It is a number, I could not recall, so was a taken statement given by him to give dominion status to India in due course of time. On February 1930, Gandhiji announced an 11-point ultimatum for Lord Irwin if these demands were met by 11 March. He declared there would be no civil disobedience and the Congress would participate in any conference. Irwin was in no mood to compromise, and hence on 12 March began Gandhiji's historic Dandi March to the Gujarat seashore, where on 6 April he publicly violated the salt law, and hence all are correct. Let's see the news of the 15th December 2020, and in the first news, Niti Aayog released a white paper, Vision 2035, Public Health Surveillance PHS in India. So it is the whole detail, and it is covered in the December Vision Monthly Current Affair magazine, and you can read from that. Marine protection falls short on UN SDG target, you can see that not so important. Central government plan 3 power production zones, you can see. 10 encourage participation. PM interact with the key industry leaders, startup from space sector. United Nations SDG goal 14 on the life of Ochai. That is the earlier news. Next news is the coal here to stay, but measure can be cut down emission by 22%. Center for the Science and Environment CSE, it is said like that. Also is news में MP-led scheme or the fund R is the news. First trilateral working group meeting between India, Iran, Uzbekistan also is in news. Green ammonia is news. Why it is so? Government plan to invite bids for setting up a green ammonia project to reduce import dependency. Green ammonia refer to ammonia which has been producing through a process that is 100% renewable and carbon free. So that's why it's a green ammonia. That is a good thing. Humpbacked machine is in news. It is a freshwater fish and is endemic to the Kaveri river basin. It is also known as the tiger of the water. Kaveri originates in the Bhagirathi hill of the Western Ghat in Karnataka and passes through Tamil Nadu, Bengal. Let's see. Project 17AR is in news, in which we've made the 7th ship, and the next is the Mahavimento Sen is to, that's not so important. Places in news. Sudan is in news because recently USA removed Sudan's state sponsor of terrorism designation. Sudan is a country in Northeast Africa. It shares international border with Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, South Sudan, and the Central Africa Republic and Chad, Libya. Places again is in Morocco. Morocco in North America, African country है ये. Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean Sea, Algeria, and Western Sahara are the touching country. Let's see other news. No, by this